Hi, and welcome to the Well Balanced class. I'm Health Coach Heather, and we are ready to get started with our warm-up. Let's go ahead and roll the shoulders back. Rolling the shoulders all the way up to the ears, and then squeezing the upper back, pressing down, moving the shoulders forward and up to the ears. So this could help you with rolling the shoulders back. You just want to get that full range of motion in there. And the same goes for rolling the shoulders forward. They were just going in a different direction, but you still want to squeeze the shoulders up to the ear, press the shoulders forward, so my shoulder press forward, down, back, and then all the way up to the ears again. So you get that really, really nice range of motion. It's almost like you're drawing a circle with your shoulders. So that's what we're doing here. And I really like this warm-up because it doesn't actually take a whole lot for, if you're doing this correctly, to really feel all of those muscles in the shoulders and the neck warming up straight away. Okay, we're going to take in a couple nice deep breaths in, bringing the hands up overhead. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale, and one more time. And exhale. This time we're going to bring the arms up with a knee. So we're sitting up nice and tall, knee goes up, arms go up, arms down by the side, and then other knee up, arms up. So we're just alternating knee lifts with arm raises. And we're trying to sit up as tall as we can, so we're getting in some abdominal work in there as well. Because we're doing upper and lower body at the same time, this is a really good warm-up to elevate the heart rate. 3, 2, 1, and we're going with wide arm circles back. Taking in nice big deep breaths. And just preparing the body for exercise. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. It's kind of, I don't know about you guys, but it's kind of fun to see yourself on the screen. I mean, if you can see yourself, you can kind of like see what you're doing. Okay, and now go ahead and bring one arm up and then the other arm up. So when I first started with Zoom and I was doing the wide arm circles back, I noticed my right arm was just not fully going back and go ahead and pull a heavy rope down. And I was like, gee whiz, that's an imbalance that I can't really see unless I'm looking straight at myself. And so I've been working to fix the imbalance, but what it is, okay, go ahead and just shake that out, is that I was holding Abel, my 11-month-old baby, like this. So when I did the wide arm circles back, I couldn't do it. My bicep was so tight. So bring the arms out side to side. So, and I didn't even notice, because it's something you don't necessarily see unless you're looking at yourself exercising. So I guess the points to that story, bringing the hands back, chin to chest, was that it's kind of nice to see yourself and to look at yourself exercising, because then you can see a little bit more, you have a clear idea of what you're doing and what your body's doing. So needless to say that I had to start stretching the biceps a little bit more, my shoulder a little bit more, and shake that out. Let's go ahead and place the hands on the hips and hip circles. So since we're on the subject, how to stretch the biceps? That is a pretty good question. We kind of do that with the arm circles. And when you're here, go ahead and everybody just kind of go right here. And if you do some pulsing, and then you can kind of hit it at a certain angle and you'll feel it in your bicep muscle. So some people, it might be here or here or here, but it's a really good way to kind of, and you know how we do these stretches? So it's a really good way to kind of hit those biceps and those shoulders and get that nice, really good range of motion and stretch in there. So let's just go with one more stretch. We're going to go ahead and bring that back of the hand, the palm of the hand to the back, and we're just going to press the forearm down to get a nice tricep stretch. Okay, let's go ahead and do that with the other arm. So the triceps probably don't get stretched near enough as they should. And this again is providing a lot of range of motion. Interlace your fingers and reach to the side. So here we're going to do some dynamic stretching. We're going to lean forward to the side and then raise the chest up, lower the chest down towards the floor, and raise the chest up. Let's go to the other side with that. So we're reaching as far as we can, lowering the chest down towards the floor, and lifting the chest up. So we're still at this side angle. We're just doing a bit of movement, this leaning forward and lifting up side movement. All right, let's go ahead and shake that out. Okay, opposite hand to knee. Again, doing some upper and lower body movements here. We're going to make this a little bit more challenging, bringing the fingertips to the ears, lifting up that knee, opposite knee to elbow. Now, you don't have to touch your elbow to your knee, but you want to move in that direction. So we're pressing the belly button to the spine, engaging our abdominal muscles, knee to elbow. 3, 2, 1, and shake that out. Okay, go ahead and grab your weights. So we're going to incorporate upper body and lower body today with our weights. So just like we did before, we're gonna raise an arm and then lift a knee, but this time we're gonna raise opposite knee to opposite arm, bring it down, lift, bring it down. So we're doing a single arm overhead press with a knee raise. So we're trying to sit up nice and tall. The more we sit up nice and tall, the more we're going to engage our abdominal muscles and actually our core in general. So that's something right there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so we're going to bring the weights to the chest and we're going to press out with the heel dig. So we're doing this for 10. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Okay, we're gonna do what I call seated joggers. And it's where we don't do a full bicep curl, but we do like sort of like these mini bicep pulses. And we're gonna do some fast feet at the same time. So we're here for 15 seconds. Here we go. (15, 14, 15, and rest. Okay, that should have gotten the heart rate up for sure. Let's go ahead and put those weights back. I'm gonna move for demonstration purposes, lifting one leg up and extending out for 8. Here we go. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shake that out. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake that out. We're going to warm up the hips a little bit, arms out. We're going to do a side step with the elbow pull back for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Sitting on the very edge of the chair, arms across the chest, leaning back, sit-ups for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's go ahead and go into some heel and toe raises. Just the toes and just the heels. Let's alternate between the two. Toe, heel, toe, heel. Okay, toe, heel to each side of the chair, going one direction and then the other. So you really want to lift up your toes and your heels, getting lots of good range of motion within the ankles, ankle strength right here. And this actually helps with walking. So what we're doing is we're building a lot of muscle right here in the, it's called the anterior tibialis. And go ahead and shake that out. It's really good because every time you walk uphill, you're using these shin muscles right here. Okay, go ahead and stand up. Shake that out a little bit. In fact, we're gonna just do a bit of a march in place right here because we're gonna get into some squats. We really wanna make sure that your legs are warmed up for this. Three, 2, 1. Okay, there's 3 different types of squats that you can do. We're going for 10. There's the regular chair squats where you sit down in the chair and come back up. There's the modified squat where you have to sit down and come right back up. And then there's your more strength training squat where you use the weight to the chest, sit down and come back up. So I'm gonna let you choose which one is right for you. We're here for 10, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake that out. We're going to go ahead and put that weight back. So here we're going to do some dynamic movement squats. So we're going to place our feet together, which right here holds an element of balance. I'm going to take a step out, do a half squat, bring the feet back together, take a step out with the other leg, and squat. So start out with some sort of mini half squats, and then when you feel comfortable with this movement, you can go down into a deeper squat. But we are moving here and we are adding some elements of balance. So be mindful of that. Okay, we're here for 2 more. One last one right here. And shake that out. Let's go ahead and grab a drink of water and then we'll move to the back of the chair. Okay. So we're here in the back of the chair, and we're just going to take a nice wide stance, pointing the toes around a 45-degree angle. So start with holding onto the chair. When you feel comfortable, you can let go. Sumo squats for 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and shake that up. Okay, I'm gonna move my chair so you can see what I'm doing, but you're fine where you're at. So here we're going to do a bit of a leg swing. This is getting into some dynamic balancing. So we're going to actually bring the leg forward and across. So I'm doing this, and then I'm gonna pulse out for 3 side leg raises, and then swing back again. In fact, I'll do it this way so you can see me. Okay, so we're standing about hip distance apart. Okay, so we're gonna swing across the body and then out. 1, 2, 3. Swing across the body and out. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna try that one more time. Swing across. 1, 2, 3, and shake that out. Okay, other leg. So here we're standing at hip distance apart, swinging across. 1, 2, 3, across. 1, 2, 3. One more time across. 1, 2, 3, and shake that out. Okay, really nice job. Placing the hands on the back of the chair. We're gonna go into some hip extensions. Now here, we're gonna go into a classic hip extension, which is really just making sure that your hips are square with the chair, meaning that you're not trying to rotate in a direction that you shouldn't be. So hips square with the chair. We're gonna swing our leg back for 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shake that out. Other side, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and shake that out. Okay, let's go into a stretch. So here we're gonna step out, we're gonna have our arms elongated, extended all the way out, nice flat back, parallel to the floor if possible. We're gonna bend one knee and straighten the other and alternate between the two. So we're getting a nice arm stretch, leg stretch, back stretch right here. 3, 2, 1, and very, very gently walk to the back of the chair. Okay, let's get into some more balanced leg strengthening moves. So I'm gonna show you at an angle, so don't mind me. But here, I'm gonna lift up my leg. So I'm doing a single leg stand, and then I'm going to extend out just like we do in the chair. So we're gonna bend and extend. And we're just gonna do this, let's see this, do this a few more times. 2, 3, extend out, point and flex. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back into that hip extension and then swing. It's not necessarily swing because we're nice and controlled, so we're lifting up and then lifting back. So we're lifting that leg up into a leg extension and then lifting that leg back into a hip extension, and go ahead and shake that out. So that's a lot of movement and a lot of strength and balance going on in this leg. Let's switch sides. Let's see. I think this might be a good angle for you to see. So we're going to start out with lifting that knee up and extending out. And we did this about 8 times, so we'll do that again. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're here and we're going to point and flex. So you don't have to raise your leg up all the way. You can be down here. It's really what is comfortable for you, though I do want you to challenge yourself. Go ahead and shake that out. So we're going to lift the leg up and then we're going to lift the leg back. If you swing, I don't know, you're kind of taking the strength and balance element out of it if you swing your leg, because then you're using momentum and not the optimal leg usage of muscle that you could be using when you slow things down. Now, if you feel really comfortable with this movement, you can always just place a couple of fingers on the chair, or you can try it even without the chair in itself. It really depends on your level of balance. We got one more. And let's go ahead and shake that out. Okay, so we did a lot of front and back movement, which means we're going to balance it out with some more side movements. Okay, I'm trying to think of the best way to show you, but this might just be the best way. So here, we're going to go into another side leg raise, but we're going to bring the opposite arm up. So we're going to do this 5 times. Bringing the opposite arm up, side leg raise, and back down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and shake that out. Other side, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's go ahead and have a seat. We did a lot of balance work, a lot of dynamic balance work, a lot of strength training with that. So what you can do is you can come back to this video and you can be like, okay, before I had a big grip, a really heavy, thick grip on the chair, and then come back and see maybe now you can let go of the chair but still hold on to it. So go back to these exercises. We're gonna take some time to stretch our legs and to stretch our hips because we did so much good work here. So go ahead and extend your leg out and bend forward. So we're stretching the back of the legs, the calves, and go ahead and reach for those toes if you can. So what I'm trying to say is that if you found one that you're like, yeah, this really challenges my balance, this really challenges my strength, then go back to those ones and try them again and see if you have, see if you can do them better. Go ahead and bring that knee up to the chest, or have improved in any of those exercises, because it's kind of good. That's what's cool about this, is you can go back. Okay, so now we're bringing that ankle above the opposite knee, and we're going to hang out here for a little while longer just because we did all of those side leg raises. You do side leg raises, this is a really good stretch for that. Let's go ahead and roll the ankle around. Really, really helps out with hip strength, range of motion in the hips. Let's go ahead and bring that knee back to the chest and shake that out. Extending other leg out, bending forward, reaching for those toes. So again, there is another balance exercise that I did maybe 3 weeks ago. And it was a lot of range of motion with the hips. We did like a lot of knee circles and hip circles. And so if that's something that you're into, you can go back and look for that, or shoot me an email and I can look for it for you. I can find it for you. And then roll the ankle around. All right, let's go ahead and bring that knee up to the chest and shake that out. And move to the side of the chair, extending that leg back. And again, we're just gonna be here for a little while longer because we did all of those hip extensions and flexions. Bend the knee and straighten, and bend and straighten. And gently bring that leg forward to meet the other foot. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel to the other side of the chair. And then again, we're going to bring that leg out. Just gonna keep it here for a second. Nice big deep breaths in, cooling down the body. And let's bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. This is such a nice counterbalance to sitting. We sit and, you know, our hip flexors are in this crunched up angle, and this just allows the hip flexors to stretch, allows the whole quadriceps and the hips just to get a nice stretch in there. And bring that leg back. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. We're gonna do another hip stretch, so toe, heel, and then you bend forward. I'm seeing if you can see me, moving back so you can see me. Okay, and then just moving forward, leaning forward, and letting your head rest down towards the floor. And you can grab your ankles and then press your knees out with your elbows. And you just get this really wonderful, very gentle hip stretch, inner thigh stretch, which is necessary. It's necessary. All right, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. And then you just very gently want to roll up. And then go ahead and navel to spine, chin to chest, roll the shoulders forward. This nice flexion in the spine, and then look up, relax the belly, squeeze the upper chest, get this nice extension of the spine. Let's do that one more time. Exhale, flexion. Inhale, extension. And then facing forward, rolling the head around. Other direction. Ear to shoulder, chin to shoulder. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You want to see if you can get your shoulder towards your ear towards your shoulder, and then your chin towards your shoulder. And it's just, again, one of those dynamic stretches that I love so much. Other side. Because it really helps promote range of motion within the neck. And it stretches all of these really tight neck muscles into here. And it can help release a lot of tight neck issues, which is fantastic. All right, looking side to side. And then one nice big deep breath in, fingertips to the ceiling, reaching as high as you can, and exhale. Thank you so much for attending the balance class, and I hope to see you next time.